Hi guys, and welcome back to Model Fix. My name's Dan, and today we are fixing. Today we're going to be fixing the murky old headlights on the Cube. This method could be applied to any car really. Any car with plastic sort of lens covers on the headlights. What tends to happen is, with the weather being sunny as it is here in England, it sort of penetrates the UV coating and the lights become hazy, foggy, yellow and crap basically. So this process will hopefully sort them out. Give me a couple of seconds and I'll show you what we're going to do. Can you see all this sort of fogginess? All this here, and then this is me being a prat basically. I used a cloth with a bit of thinners on it to get the overspray off the wing and ended up wiping it a little bit on the light. So we've got to sort that out. And then if we go over to the other headlight here, this one's also got all this haziness in it. This one's actually got some micro cracking in it as well, which you can probably see here, which we can't really do much about, but we'll try and make them nice and clear and clean. That's the main thing. Okay, so to fix the headlights, what we're going to do is we're going to use this 3M headlight lens restoration kit. It comes with pretty much everything you need in it. So it's got all the different grades of sandpaper, it's even got the masking tape, and it's got some compounds and stuff in it as well, and I'll show you that as I go through it. What I would say is you can do this job with some sandpaper, various grades, and I'd say probably if the headlight's really bad, you could probably go from about 600 upwards, 600, 800, 1000, then go to like 2000 and keep working your way up, and then polish it using some compound or some T-cut, ideally with some sort of buffer. But if you have to do it by hand, then ideally you want to be sanding sort of 2000 grit and above to get a really nice smooth finish, and then when you buff it by hand it should come up quite easy. But yeah, this kit was a no-brainer for me really. Put it on a drill, buzz it down, away you go. I mean, you get everything in it, and it's about, I think, between 10 and 25 quid depending on if you've got Prime on Amazon. You might be able to get it cheaper on eBay as well. I'm going to give the headlights a quick clean with this stuff just to make sure there's no little bits of grit or anything on there. Any surface dirt is gotten rid of. I did wash the headlights first, and I recommend you do that. In the packet you get masking tape, you get 800 grit, 500 grit, and you get 3000, and then you get the polishing pad, and you get a packet of compound like that. What you really want to do is, if your headlights are really bad and really yellowed, then start with 500 and then go up to 800 and then 3000. Mine don't look too bad, so I'm going to start with 800 and see how we get on, and then maybe give it 3000 straight after. If it's not so good, then we'll go to the 500 and then the 800. But first I'll mask up the lights. I'm going to hit it with the 800 now, but I'm going to do it wet. You can do it dry, so all the crap comes out whilst you're doing it as well. I just think it works better. More lubrication is always good. Probably saw I was wiping it down as I went along, and the reason for doing that is to make sure that you got nice even consistency all the way through, and any like dodgy parts you can actually see. As you watch that dry now, can you see that corner going? You'll see that there'll be a massive haze, and that's the depth of the scratches really. What I'm going to do next is hit it with a 3000. So this is the 3000. As you can see, it's very fine. It almost doesn't feel rough to the finger. Okay, so as you probably saw there, when the headlight was wet, it looked gleaming and shiny. and as it dries it will haze over again, which is to be expected. But with a 3000 grit, there are a lot finer scratches, and you can probably see that now. So now it's time to polish. Oh, on a side note, what you can do is, once you've got all the crap out of all the haziness out and the yellowness out, what you can do at this stage, or earlier, even at 800's fine, you could use clear lacquer. I recommend 2K UV lacquer because it's got UV protectants in it, and just give it a coat of that, and then you'll never have to bother buffing your lights again, or not for a very long time anyway. But what I'm going to do here is something a little bit different, so I'm just going to polish them up and then be done with it, and then do the other one. So once you've finished polishing the light with a compound, you'll need to give it a little buff with a cloth. Leave it to dry for a little while, let it haze over, and then just buff it down with a cloth, and it should come out lovely. Look at this, guys. It's pretty much brand new again. So that's the one I've just done, yeah. Let's look at it. And then that's the other one. You can see that. Make sure that you keep the water away from the electric, yeah. And that's the second headlight done. As I said to you, there's some micro cracking in that, and there's not much you can do about that really, unless you replace the lens. If anyone has got any ideas for micro cracking and how you fix it, drop me a line down below, and I'll be delighted to find out. But in most cases you have to replace the lens when it starts micro cracking like that. So that's the end of that video. Hope you liked it, hope you learnt a little bit out of it, and that kit's available on Amazon and on eBay, so go and get yourself one and get cracking. I mean, you can do it by hand, but it just takes a lot longer, so this is the easy option really. I mean, I timed the second light in real time and it took me 10 minutes. If it was really bad, it would probably take 15 minutes maybe per light, so half an hour of your time, and both light near enough brand new again. Well worth it, I think. Not to mention the safety aspect of it. You can actually fail your MOT here in the UK if your headlights are badly fogged and not letting out enough light, so safety aspect is there as well. Definitely worth doing. Hope you liked the video, guys. Hit like if you did like it, and do subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more videos like this. Bye for now. I will see you later.